Hey everybody, welcome back to a new video of mine. So in this video we are going to talk about the two main questions which you guys have been posting in almost all of my videos. So instead of me just um, walking around and just talking to you guys casually, I thought of just posting the video which I took when I went on a small day trip, I would say. So it's kind of a waterfall which is near Melbourne. It's kind of 120 kilometers, I would say, from Melbourne. So yeah, it's kind of a small walking trip, I would say, not really trekking because I have two small kids, and cannot really go on a big, huge trekking trip. It has a small water flow, I would say, small tributary, not even a tributary, not a river for sure, but a small water thing, just play. We can play there. The children can safely get into the water and play there for some time. It has a small park and stuff, and the waterfall was nice. You can, if you are really up to, then you can just try to climb up the waterfall. So anyways, I'll just post that video for you. You can go through those visuals, and continuing with the video. The first obvious question is that regarding the salary and stuff. So how much salary one can expect when you are immigrating to Australia? So I would say that the discussion around salary is really never ending. You can just because the number, it's not a stagnant or a static number. The salary is, it really depends on where you are working, which company, how many years of experience you have, which technology are you guys working on, all these things. So I would say that if you find a job which is offering you, for example, $120,000 per year, then I would say that is a really comfortable starting point. And I'm just emphasizing on the term starting point because, as I said, there is no real ceiling to the amount of money one can make. So if you find something which is offering you $120,000, then I would say just grab it and start working. Now, let's say if you find something which is offering you a little less, for example, 85,000 or $90,000, don't just leave that thing as well, because I see a lot of people who are making around $90,000 per year but have a really comfortable life here in Australia. It's just how you manage your stuff. So the first job is a really important job here because that really gives you the experience which you need for Australia, and your resume that has that weight when you have the relevant local experience here in Australia. So don't throw away an opportunity, even if it is like paying you a little lower. Just grab it, get that experience, and then you can later on decide whether you want to continue that or look for a different thing. So what I would suggest is that if you find something which is above or closer to 120, just go for it. Even if you find something which is lower, do not let it go. Grab it, do it, and then look for a better one. That's what I would do. So I would suggest the same thing. And regarding the contracts and permanent contracts, tend to pay you a little bit more than the permanent jobs. But yeah, as the name suggests, contracts end rather quickly. So maybe in a few months, if you are lucky, you can get a longer term contract, maybe for an year or a year and a half. So it really depends on your situation. But for the first job, just be ready for even if it's a really small contract, maybe even just 2 months or 3 months, just do not throw it off. Just be ready, grab it, and then just do it, because that's what you came here for, right? So don't let any opportunity slip. Just be ready and then start building your career. The second point I would say is regarding the rent you pay for the houses. So again, this is something which really has a lot of variation, I would say. So if you are living in and around the city, Melbourne, I'm considering Melbourne because I live in Melbourne. So if you live really close to the city or in the city, which is like in an apartment or something, then you would be paying $3,200 per month for a 2 bedroom apartment. So if it is a 3 bedroom apartment, then the prices may go up to like 3,600, 3,800 per month. So I wouldn't suggest you guys living in an apartment in the city if you have children. If you are just two people, then that's fine. But if you have children, then yeah, I mean, children need some space for, you know, activities, playing, all these things. So I would suggest renting a house which is like nearer to the city, a suburb which is like nearer to the city. So I live in Point Cook, but yeah, I mean, you can find a lot of suburbs which are relatively closer to the city, and something which is like Point Cook. Here, the rent is 2,600, 2,700 per month for a 3 or 4 bedroom house. You can get something which is a little bit lower or a little bit higher, and if you are ready to travel for around an hour 15 minutes or an hour and a half from the city, then you can find something which is as low as even 1900 per month or even 1800 per month, roughly let's say 2000 per month. But you should be ready to travel for around an hour or maybe even hour 15 minutes. So that's something regarding the rent. And what I would suggest is find a relatively closer suburb to start with. Don't spend a lot of time traveling and stuff to and from the city. So just find a place which is maybe just 45 minutes close to the city, not more than that, and a house which you can probably afford. So yeah, that's what I think. And as you can see, today is a good day, good weather, and past few days have been okay, I would say. It's sometimes, I mean, as I said in one of my previous videos, if the temperature gets in and around 30 degrees, then that is blistering hot here in Australia. I don't know why that is, but in India, if we have something like 45 degrees, the heat which you feel when you have 45 degrees, you can feel that when it's 32 degrees here in Australia. So I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. But relatively today in the morning time, it's really nice. As you can see, green and blue skies and everything. But it's just, I think, 10 a.m. here right now. But as the time goes on in the afternoon, it really gets hot. So yeah, I mean, beautiful and stuff, as you can see, right? So yeah, I think that's it for this video, guys. If you have any more questions, please don't forget to post them in the comments. I'll try to make a video and try to answer them. I'll see you guys in the next one.